U-Spirit Artworks is an interfaith jobs readiness program serving homeless and underserved young people ages 16 to 25. Our motto is Art Saves Lives. We have been amazed at the way that art can serve as a vehicle for healing and transformation in the lives of young people.
It's overall a safe space that people can come into. So you could be in the program or not be a part of the program, and it's overall a collective of people just looking for a safe place to create art, build on themselves and whatever skills that they're looking for.
We really believe that youth can have agency to do stuff even when they're having a hard time, and that the process of doing something and being active can take you from a place where you were feeling like you couldn't do anything to a place where actually you just did a major community project.
We look at it as everyone has something to say, and everyone, we want to hear them, what they have to contribute or what idea they have or way of thinking that may be different, but could be a solution that we haven't thought of.
U-Spirit Artworks Tiny House Village was born when we were running a 70-hour-a-week day shelter. We began to have meetings to talk with youth about what they felt passionate about that they might want to be involved in community organizing. And they immediately started talking about the fact that they had been staying in the shelter, some as long as 3 years, without getting placed into affordable housing. And they were just passionate that they really needed someplace to live that could be their own now. They came up with this idea that they would create a tiny house village, and they literally sat and did the design with a volunteer architect and contractor for what they wanted their tiny house to be like. And then they proceeded to work out their program model and how their lives will be in community at this village. There are 26 houses in the tiny house village. There's one main room, there's a desk, they'll have lamps, Murphy beds, and access to Wi-Fi. They all are gonna have murals on the outside, and youth are leading the process of creating all of those murals. And we all just think it's a miracle. It's God's love in action.
The tiny house village is supposed to reflect youth being their best selves and getting to their best selves. That you are more than where you currently are.
We find that there are literally thousands of young people in the Bay Area that are on the streets, really from no fault of their own. The group of people involved in this project decided that no matter what happened, the project was going to be unstoppable. And in many ways, we feel like that mirrors God's love. God's love is unstoppable. And so we have a project that really, we feel at the deepest level really mirrors God's love and God's solidarity with the poor.